I came. Hope you don't mind. What can I do for you? Ah, how lovely. All right.
Can I help you? Top notch! Ah, understood.
I wish you luck.
How do you do? Hello there. You know, I realize I've asked plenty of you in the past, but there's a certain matter I'd rather like your help with. It's a bit of a sensitive matter, if you know what I mean. That is to say, I've fallen in love with someone at first sight. I have to woo this wonderful woman. Do you think you could help me? Oh, thank you. Well, her beauty escapes words. Frankly, I've only seen her from afar a few times, but she has already won my heart. I just need a good way to approach her. I'm afraid I'm far more familiar with handling plants than I am women. Well, I suppose I've made a fair amount gathering tea plants, but it feels rather wrong to be buying somebody's love. A fine thought, but she barely knows me. I'm not sure she'd begin a courtship with a complete stranger. I don't know if I have the courage. Maybe if I could show her how I feel without needing to say a word. Yes. Surely nobody takes offense at receiving a gift. But, what should I give her? A good question. Aha! I've got it! What if I gave her a beautiful flower? An appropriate gesture, given my interests, is it not? Then it's settled. In fact, just the other day, I spotted a remarkable bloom in the forest near Ichigaya Hachiman. A beauty befitting my beauty. But I don't want to risk being attacked again. I hate to ask, but do you think you could retrieve the flower for me?
So we meet again. Clearly, I'm no match for your strength. So I'll just have to make use of it. My name is Alexandria Moreau. Seeing as we are not total strangers, let us get down to business. Naturally, I will have you answer my questions in full honesty. To start, please identify yourself. I see. You do seem rather lonely, don't you? Now then, where might I find Robert Fortune? Well, after all I did to make him suffer, I'm rather surprised he didn't run away or hide. The foolish man. However, I suppose it simplifies things somewhat. I shall have you bring him to me. There we go. Help me get what I desire, and you shall be rewarded. You were gathering morning glories earlier, no? That is a special flower. I want you to serve it to Mr. Fortune in a tea. Once he's consumed it, he should follow your every order. After that, you are to bring him to the abandoned plot of land by Denzuin Temple. Understood? Good. Then I'll leave the matter to you.
How can I help you today? That's very kind of you. Although I'm not quite sure I can accept it. I'm in your debt enough as it is. Then again, I would hate to refuse your generous invitation. Oh, what should I do? Right. If you insist. Verily, tea is a wonderful thing. It has no borders, and is something the British and Japanese can enjoy alike. Of course, I enjoy the odd cup of sake also, but there are so many who wreck their lives with it, don't you think? Anyway, this tea, it tastes a little funny, no? Are you leaving? About time I go out too. So, shall we go look for a wonderful flower garden? To think that I came all the way to Japan just to be housebound by bloody expulsionists.
It's Mr. Fortune! Quick, we must save him!
If only I always had a warrior like you with me. Ah, I feel great. It must be the tea. What kind of leaves were they?
Boy, you ain't sneaks. Give it back to us. Don't try anything funny.
My goodness. Ah, flower petals. The flower garden must be nearby. That is the wrong direction.
So, the reports were true. I'd heard you were working with that woman.
A monster in the shape of a human!
I don't know what lies filled your head with, but hand Robert over at once.
Fire! savage!
Robert! Hold on!
Good job. You did splendidly. I have a feeling that this is the start of a beautiful relationship. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Till next time.
This is it! Precisely the flower I had in mind. Thank you. Words cannot express my gratitude, my friend. The Belladonna Lily. Its name means beautiful lady, you know. A perfect match for my beloved. Ah, yes. Another friend of mine has agreed to help me with my fateful proclamation. Let me introduce you.
Ah, so this is your talented friend. We will be having none of your devilry this time, correct?
Oh, already met Rutherford, have you? I owe my talented friend my very life. I'd trust them with it and more. Now, since we've got the flower in hand, we just need to present it to her. She's a geisha in the Yoshiwara district. She goes by Miss Usugumo. Then you are already familiar with her resplendent beauty. That makes things all the easier. Well, shall we make way for Yoshiwara to meet Usugumo? I appreciate your support. Oh, I'm so nervous and excited my heart could beat right out of my chest. Come, let's find Usugumo. Oh, I'm so nervous my head is spinning.
I dare say your nerves speak to the strength of your feelings. It surely won't be lost upon your lady.
Right, we've arrived.
How lovely to see you. And so many of you today. It is lovely to see you as always. Words cannot express how grateful I am for your help with my cats.
How do you know her exactly?
Is something the matter? I certainly hope we can become friends. Now, what brings you to Yoshiwara today?
Yes, ever since I first saw you, I've wanted to tell you. Here, a token of my admiration.
Oh, what a beautiful flower. Is this a gift? For me? Your gesture means ever so much. I shall never forget it. Not even when this flower has withered and died.
Here I thought I'd pay my Usugumo a visit. Didn't think I'd have to put up with her foolish customers, too. Who the hell gives a girl a dumb flower?
How dare you? Miss Usugumo will not fraternize with the likes of you. Leave us at once.
Savages everywhere. You. Isn't this what you're here for? Just don't outright kill the man, hear me? I'm not about to get on the wrong side of the law.
You wanna have a go? Alright, you asked for it! I had my eye on her first, damn it! Why? Just wait, damn you!
Not half bad.
That guest has been problematic in the past, but your talents were evident as ever. That we should. You are very thoughtful when it comes to your friends, I see.
I am truly glad that the flower was to your liking. I never got to introduce myself. My name is Robert Fortune. There are many beautiful flowers in the world that nearly rival your beauty. If you were to wish it, I would gladly give you every last one of them.
I cannot imagine anything more wonderful. I promise to be here awaiting you. I never knew such beautiful flowers could grow outside Yoshiwara. I hope you will be so kind as to show me more. Well, I must thank you all for today. I hope we will get to know one another over a little drink in the near future. Until next time.
Hello! Oh, things are proceeding well with Miss Usugumo, thanks to you. Every flower I bring her thrills her to no end. And yet, flowers can only do so much. She likens herself to a bird, you know. A bird trapped in a cage. And so I have decided I will free her from the Yoshiwara. I will need plenty of money, far more than I currently have to do so. I will simply have to keep gathering flowers and make as much money as I can. I'm counting on your patronage. Come to me for all your botanical needs.
Hey. I've decided to start dropping in on you from time to time. Yes, and you proved yourself to be very useful. Robert alluded to knowing about our secret art. Therefore, I wanted to find out exactly how much he discovered. But after giving the matter due consideration, I felt that it might be better to have him and his knowledge on our side. I put him under my spell during my journey over to this land. Having a toy soldier in one's service can be quite convenient, you know? Of course not. I'd never think of harming the poor man. I only want him to do a bit of work for me. Only a bit, you see. But don't you worry. From now on, I shall endeavor to help you if I can. After all, you helped me to seduce Mr. Fortune. Well then, let me know if I can be of assistance. What do you want? What do you want? Let me know what you think of it next time you stop by.
Hello! How good of you to come! How can I help you today? Now this is what I call a gift! Me? Really? A most excellent question. I shall do it by means of a Wardian case, a glass case within which the plants are sealed, along with some moistened soil. The plants get all the air and water they need within the case itself. all while being protected from the harsh sea winds throughout our long voyage. And it is so very pretty. Imagine a miniature greenhouse. The glass it is constructed from poses no obstruction to the view of the plants within. Oh, yes, very much so. I am particularly taken with the Thudiopsis dolibrata. Its spear-like trunk practically pierces the heavens. When I first laid eyes on it at a temple, why, I was so in awe I forgot myself. Before I knew it, I was halfway up the tree, shoes tossed on the ground behind me. I swear I could almost feel its vitality coursing through my veins. Oh, what joy! Though I can't say the temple priest was very happy with me. My time in China was a very memorable one. At the time, Chinese tea was highly popular in the West, so I disguised myself in order to bring back its ingredients. I wasn't allowed to travel around the country freely, you see, so I made myself look like a local to get around the restrictions. Hard work, I tell you. My plan worked, and I was eventually able to locate the ingredients in question. But, as it turned out, they were identical to the tea plants we had in England. Apparently, it was the Chinese method that made the tea leaves taste so different. Isn't the world of plants chock full of remarkable discoveries? I've got just the thing for you. There's something I would like you to see. A fine item, wouldn't you say? What is it you desire? Is there anything else I can be of assistance with? What is it you desire? I'll keep my eyes peeled for anything that might interest you.
Thank you very much for the other day. I was just saying I acquired some lemons recently, a gift from Mr. Fortune. Thanks to him, I was able to give some lemon juice to my patients.
A spot of lemon juice isn't going to cure their cholera. It restores some of the waters they've lost, nothing more.
Right. Finding a cure is still our highest priority, and I've been searching high and low for any leads at all. But so far... I'm afraid I don't. I need more Western medical texts. Their research on cholera has progressed far beyond ours.
In that case, why not try Iraq at the British legation?
What? Why there?
Audio, you can't be suggesting.
Okay, technically we'd be stealing. But do we have a choice? Dr. Ine seems prepared to do what it takes.
So I heard some rumors while I was locked up. Something about the Shogunate official with a collection of books seized from the Westerners.
And all of those seized texts are at the British legation, since they keep all seized goods there. Even though they're still rebuilding from that fire.
The British legation. I can't imagine requesting the text officially would work either. Well, if this is the only hope we've got, then I'm in. How about you? Will you help us? I am grateful, and I will repay you. Now, shall we be on our way? I know it's a lot to ask, but please try to avoid bloodshed. I don't want anyone to get hurt. information. A note from somewhere. It could well be connected to a cholera treatment. That's no medical book I've ever seen before. I dare to hope it contains useful information. Some manner of medicine. Let's take it back for Dr. Narasaki to examine. I'm curious what else there might be. This is plenty. Come.
Can't say I'm impressed with your thieving skills.
Ah, I was just thinking I could use some entertainment. I'm so bored I nearly dozed off a minute ago.
Guards. They must have been watching us all along. I think I might just have to let you. But please, be careful. You're not going to die on me today.
Are you? Think you can take us on all by yourself? Rest.
Looks for me. Do me a favor, and at least put up a good fight!
You are hired to guard this place, and we will do no less. Prepare yourself!
That poison would be useful. Take this!
Pretty good. That's why it will be all the more satisfying to crush you.
What is this smoke?
Wait. We will deal with you later.
I was really rather worried for a moment back there. But it looks like we've made some progress at last. Thank you for avoiding unnecessary bloodshed. I knew I was right to place my trust in you. It isn't much, but here, a token of my appreciation.
Damn fools, the two of you. A doctor running around nearly getting herself killed. What has the world come to? Oh, right. I took a closer look at what the two of you brought back. I think it might be cinchona bark, an effective natural remedy for fever.
You can use cinchona bark to create something called quinine. I've heard quinine can keep some of the symptoms of cholera under control. I was at a complete loss before. But I think this is our way forward. We have to try it.
Quinine is a potent medicine, but that makes it all the more dangerous. If we are not careful, our patients will only suffer more.
Then we just have to make sure we're careful. If there's the slightest hope of lessening their pain, we have to seize the opportunity. The books we brought back will likely have information we can use. I'm sure there's something we can do.
Let me assist you, Dr. Ine. I've never seen medical documents like these, ever. Certainly not in Japan. My father and I will do whatever it takes to get through them.
Thank you. Both of you. I hope I can count on your help, too. It might make all the difference in saving another life. Oh, hello there. Hello. I apologize for the endless stream of requests, but I'm afraid I have another favor to ask. Remember when I told you about quinine? I've been poring through medical texts since then, and I've all but confirmed that quinine will help to ease our cholera patients' suffering. It won't prevent cholera itself, unfortunately. But easing the patient's pain is something at least. And so I find myself in need of more quinine. I've looked around, but I haven't had any luck. You're right. That would certainly guarantee our supply. But while we wait for the trees to grow, our patients will continue to suffer. Time is of the essence, I'm afraid. That's where the favor comes in. I've heard rumors of a merchant selling cinchona bark by the river, near Mifunakura. It sounds a little bit fishy, to be honest. But we have to take a chance. Would you be willing to look for the merchant for me? Thank you. Again. I'm counting on you. What about? Oh, this is really lovely. What is it? That came out of nowhere. Well, you can thank my father for them. And for all the abuse heaped upon me because of them. But for them to be called beautiful. Maybe they're not so bad after all. Good timing. I was just looking for you. There's something I wanted to tell you. I just wanted to thank you for always being so helpful. You've helped me more than you know. Well, that's all I wanted to say, really. Do you have anything you want to tell me? You're a strange one, aren't you? I suppose I should get back to work now. Looking after these patients is my duty, after all. No one else's. You know, plenty of lives have been sacrificed in the West, all in the name of medical advancement. I owe it to every one of those lives to give my duty everything I have. And when I see the way you continue to fight, I am glad you appear to feel the same way about yours. Come see me again, if you'd like. Oh, and let me know if I can ever be of help to you. I've got to return the favor, after all. Just don't go asking me to kill anybody.
Medicine that cures everything? Even if such a thing existed, we could work till we died and still not be able to afford it.
There's a damned rascal! Punish him!
Oh, it's you. Of all the places to run into each other. I'm looking for a seedy apothecary. Someone here has been selling medicines of questionable quality lately. Let me guess. You're looking for the same person. I hear you've been frequenting the medical school lately. Something to do with that, I suppose? I see. In that case, shall we combine our efforts and start searching then? There are a lot of no-good types in search of trouble around here. I'd feel a lot better if you were with me. I appreciate your company. Off we go. Strike while the iron is hot and all that. From here, I think it would be best to swim. A little extra exertion to avoid unnecessary commotion.
What's brought you two all the way to a place like this? You must be in the market for a certain something.
We're looking for some cinchona bark.
You're a lucky man. I just got my hands on some top quality bark this very morning. This is the good stuff, you know. Don't know if I'll ever see bark this fine again. Well, surely you're not going to pass up on this steal. Of course, of course. Look all you want.
Ah, I see. This is a fake. A good one, but the color and texture give it away.
Huh? Not buying then? Bah, your loss. This is no ordinary cinchona bark, see? Specially grown. Makes a much stronger medicine than the usual stuff. Can't fool you, eh? I guess this means I can't let you leave either. Hush! Give our patrons for our hospitality. You haven't seen anything yet. Who the hell?
You need to go too far. Just apprehend him. That takes care of that, I suppose. I'll turn this crook into the authorities. But that doesn't change the fact that the bark was fake. I'm sure your friends at the medical school will be disappointed. I'd like to drop by the medical school myself later. If you're headed back that way, make sure to tell everyone what we learned here today.
Well, did you get the cinchona bark?
I suppose that would have been too good to be true. Well, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Thank you. But I'm fine. I didn't have very high hopes in the first place. Frankly, this has made me reconsider a few things.
Ah, everyone's here. All went smoothly turning in that crooked apothecary. Listen, if you're in great need of quinine, I can talk to someone in charge. If they hear how badly things stand, I'm sure they'd lend you some funds.
Thank you. But there are better uses for that money than acquiring quinine. We should use it to improve the upkeep of the medical school and the town. During the course of my research, I found that the spread of cholera can be prevented if we just keep our environment clean. For now, I think that should be our highest priority, even as we keep searching for a cure.
I see. While in America, I heard a theory that disease is actually caused by minuscule organisms that thrive in unclean environments. So perhaps the best strategy would be to keep them from proliferating. I'll inform the higher-ups of your proposal at once. Please excuse me.
Better to treat the cause than the symptoms, you say. Never thought I'd hear that coming from you, of all people.
Stop being so contrary, Faza. Just say it nicely. Like, you've really matured, Ine. I'm so proud of you.
Well, if anyone's helped me earn Dr. Narasaki's esteem, it's this person right here. You've been of such great assistance to me. I must thank you again. Thanks. I'm glad I can keep counting on you.
Now then, you heard the man. The medical school certainly can't be dirty. Let us clean.
Hang on. You ended up fighting that peddler, didn't you? Let me check you for injuries. Hold out your hand. You'll never stop getting into trouble, will you? Well, if you keep getting hurt, I'll keep treating your wounds. Promise you'll come to me. Okay? All right. You've got me. I just wanted an excuse to see you again.
Ah, you're back. What is it? You know how to please. Understood. Be careful, all right?
Hello! How good of you to come! Hello there. I've got something I wanted to run by you. The Japanese people possess a most laudable love for the natural world. Be that as it may, many of them have never grown a plant themselves, you included. Is that not a great pity? I certainly think so. But then, Eureka, I thought. You should start your own little garden. You're overthinking things. Better to learn by doing, I always say. Just start with something simple and experiment. Why? If you prove to have a green thumb, you'll never have to forage for plants again. That's what I like to hear. Good thing, too, since I already went ahead and made some preparations behind your house. I look forward to seeing what kind of plants you decide to grow.
I decided to drop by. Be careful, all right?
Oh, you're doing well, I trust.
Ah, good to see you. Sorry about our chat in Yoshiwara. I did mention I had something else to share with you, I believe. It's about my tuberculosis research, as you might have guessed. My time in America has taught me many things. Among them was a striking new theory that disease is caused by the presence of organisms so small they are invisible to the human eye. I remember Sawamura said there are poisons able to counteract others. If these organisms cause tuberculosis, what if we could poison them?
Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, have you too been entranced by Mr. Fukuzawa's grand hypothesis?
Mr. Fortune is an expert in poisonous plants. I asked him to assist in looking into my theory.
I'm afraid I have bad news on that front. I scoured my many books on the subject, but was unable to identify any plants that might suit your needs.
Ah, that's a pity. Thank you for trying.
I did, however, stumble upon an interesting piece of local folklore. Did you know that the bamboo here produces small golden flowers only once every 120 years? When this happens, it releases a toxin-like substance from its roots. They say that an alchemist once used these toxins to cure a pulmonary disease.
That sounds rather hard to believe. What do you think? Yes, I agree. You know, I heard the bamboo at Ryusenji Temple is currently flowering. I think I just might go there. It's a long shot, but it's all I've got. I would be very glad if you decide to join me. Do come if you can.
There's something I want you to see. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. What can I do for you? Anything else? What can I do for you? I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you for coming. Unfortunately, I must be the bearer of bad news. I was turned away by the temple guard. He is on watch for burglars, apparently. Those bamboo flowers supposedly fetch a great sum on the market. If someone makes off with them, I won't know where to look for those toxins. They're actually considered unlucky, but collectors do have unusual tastes. I suppose we have little choice. This is our only chance. Who knows when the next bamboo tree will flower? Surely the temple won't mind if I just gather the soil from around the tree. Now, if Mr. Fortune's right, we just have to look for those small golden flowers. So, shall we make our way into the temple? I must insist beforehand. Under no circumstances should you kill anyone. I can never stand for causing death in the pursuit of preserving life. Come on then. We should move when we will not be seen. A beautiful specimen, but no flowers to be seen. Still, the bamboo in Meguro is remarkable. I'll hold on to some for now. There are no blossoms here either. Let's look elsewhere.
dare you make light of me? Who do you think you are?
A challenge, eh? Yeah! All right, you blasphemous vandals! Allow me to administer your last rites!
Venerable sir, please hear us out. In the West, they say there are orchards small.
Hold your tongue, boy! I don't give a damn! Now prepare yourself!
So we meet again. It seems we must work together. Not that I want to.
Venerable sir, please be calm yourself. It's not the bamboo blossoms we want.
You don't seem like ordinary burghers. What is your business here?
My name is Yukichi Fukuzawa. I am a scholar of medicine. Can I take some soil from around that tree? For medical purposes, of course.
I would have beaten you Bracken Brew if you were another one after those flowers. But it's the soil you want. Haha! Take what you need.
We did it. And without spilling any blood.
Who gave you the idea to use the soil for medical purposes?
That would be Mr. Robert Fortune.
Huh. Of course he did. He's a sharp one. Kindly, give me some of that soil.
I'm not sure I should. Should we give some to her and have her tell us more?
Thank you. I believe this soil might hold the key to a cure for tuberculosis. And I'm not about to lose more of my soldiers to that foul disease.
There she goes. She seemed certain that this soil is the key. Could we really be closer to curing tuberculosis?
Doubt breeds nothing. Faith breeds the gods' blessing. So says one of our teachings. Go forward with an unclouded heart.
As you say, I must have faith. There is no time to waste. I will begin studying the soil at once. I will produce results. You'll see. I will make my mark on our country. No, on the entire medical field. Just watch.
It's my minder. He's in terrible danger. I was out looking for customers last night when I saw some unsavory types. They were disposing of a samurai's body in the moat, and in my shock, I let out a cry. I fled as fast as I could to my minder, who hid me under the floor. But when the villains couldn't find me, they took him instead. Please save him! I beg you! Save my minder! Who would help a streetwalker like me? The authorities turn a blind eye, and those who used to be my regulars in Yoshiwara now pretend I don't exist. Oh, thank you so much. He was taken to the back streets of the Pleasure District. Please hurry before it's too late.
Out with it. Where's the girl? Tell us the truth, and we'll spare your worthless life. Huh?
Thank you. Those thugs run this town like it's their own playground. And they'll keep harassing us till you take out their boss. So I'm begging you, help us, please. They hold court at the big estate out by the rice fields to the north. You go ahead. I'll follow close behind.
Well, now, you're alone too, are you? It's been quite a day for a fearless guest. You've come for this lot, is that it? Right. Look here, you seem reasonable. How about we make a deal, you and I? I'll pay you if you leave quietly and forget that you saw anything. So, you're not willing to negotiate? In that case, I hope you're prepared to die! Cheeky bastard! A hand here, boys! Damn! You're dead. I sure ain't.
You did it. I really can't thank you enough.
Thank you. Really, Edo is too much. We'd best set up in some other town. But I'll let the others know you helped me. Goodbye.
Oh. You've come at just the right time. I was thinking of going to buy some medicine. Will you come with me? Thank you. I could really use the help. Sorry for all the trouble. It would have been a nightmare carrying all this on my own. There's been an influx of injured people lately, on top of all our sick. It feels like we're constantly in need of... Huh? Hello, you. Wait just 1 second. I'll bring you a little snack. What now? Are you asking for more? Do you want to be petted? Here. Uh-uh. Well, yes. They're very cute. I have to admit, I love little animals. They're just so tiny and adorable. Nothing unusual about that, is there? Actually, never mind. You don't have to answer that. I suppose I don't have to keep trying to act professional in front of you anymore. Maybe I can be a little bit more myself. Let's give that a try. What do you say? What about? Yes, of course. Well, what is it? Love. With me. You've been so direct, I can't help but blush. All this time, I couldn't bring myself to say it. But I love you too. I want us to be together. Forever. So, someone's been having a little too much fun lately. Did you think I wouldn't hear about your cheating? Big mistake. Look, I'm not the type to trap you in a relationship, but also not the type to stay quiet while you stab me in the back. Fine. I'll wait. Just this once. What about? What is it? Why? That's a tricky question. I'm not sure there was ever a specific reason. I suppose my father might have influenced me a little. But whatever it was, I'm happy with the decisions I've made. How else would I be able to treat a certain someone's never-ending series of injuries? Don't ask me questions you already know the answers to. You know I would. I'd be angrier at you than anyone. But I'm not saying you should stop fighting. You've made your choice after all. Just think about how it makes me feel from time to time. All I can do is wait and hope you'll come back to me. So, if you don't come back, I'll kill you myself. Got it? Oh, all right.
Princess Sato would like this place.
This is for you. I tracked it down, especially. Was there something you wanted? What is it? I've got a bad feeling about this. I guess that's how it is. I mean, have someone else. You've got something no one can come in between.
Here, take this. I've been meaning to give it to you. What is it? Is that so? I must say, I had sensed that your heart was drifting away. You've made up your mind, then. I see. Then I will let you go and say no more. Just know that I cherish the time we spent together. Very well. Go if you must.
I trust you are keeping well. I would like you to have this. I pray it be of some use. How may I assist you? Oh, you need to speak to me? Of course. Please, go ahead. You came here today just to bid me farewell? I always knew this day would come. I shall always treasure the memories of our time together. I wish you well. Farewell, then.
I'm glad you're here. Oh, good. I was just in a bit of a bind. I was about to head out for some air. Care to join me? Thanks. Well, let's get going. It's about those things I said to Mr. Fukuzawa that time with the Syncona. As a doctor, I have to admit, it's been incredibly frustrating. I know that prevention is the surest way to eradicate cholera. But there are so many suffering patients who I simply can't save. If my father were here, I have no doubt he'd already have discovered a cure by now. Easier said than done. But you're right. It doesn't matter what my father would have done. I have my own mission. Sorry. Forget I said anything. Here I am, whining, when I should be thinking about the future. You know? Seeing you lately has made me think. I'd like to be an obstetrician one day. It's not much more than a vague idea at this point. But you fight for a promise of a brand new world. And I thought, I'd like to help bring new lives into it. So much has been sacrificed for the sake of what's to come. But there will be so much asked of us yet when it finally arrives. You and your friends will give birth to a new world, and I will help deliver the children who shall be its champions. It's a nice thought, isn't it? Your timing always seems to be perfect. I'm in the mood to let off some steam. What do you say? Feel like having a drink with me? Then let's go. I know of a good place around here. You know, you've been getting into far too much trouble lately. You're more battered and bruised every time I see you. I wish you would be more careful. But how can you say that? Even the greatest warrior eventually falls. Look, I'm not saying I don't want you to fight. It was your conviction and courage that made me fall for you in the first place. It's just... Do you know how it feels every time I watch you go? You're always heading for another fight. Always leaving me alone. Sure, that's what you say. But if anything happens, you'll be out of here in a flash. That's just the person you are. You'll stay here with me tonight. And just for tonight, I'm not letting you go anywhere. Don't ever let me go. And so the morning comes, whether we like it or not. Life can be cruel that way. Have a good day then. I'll be waiting for you. Just come back to me safe.
Ah, it's you. That's fine work. Thanks to you, it looks like we have what we need to revitalize the shogunate. Now, I had my men look into the samurai you mentioned. Word is they're working for the Brits as an intermediary. Setting up weapon sales with the high and mighty. Something smells rotten, though. And someone in my position can't afford to turn a blind eye. In fact, not all the men I sent to investigate have come back. I have to assume the worst. This has grown beyond your pet project. I need to keep looking into this. But let's leave that conversation for another time. I sent the best of the men you gathered to the military academy, by the way. You should take a look yourselves. It's a new style of dojo, where they teach more than just the sword. Namely, firearm proficiency and horsemanship to Western standards.
Ah, that sounds interesting. I might go and take a peek right now. See you there, okay?
Man of action, isn't he? Now, there's one more favor I'd like to ask of you. Enomoto says we don't have the funds to buy ourselves guns or artillery. When I mentioned this to Mr. Brunet, he suggested we try selling Japanese crafts at the International Exposition in Paris. Viscount Shibusawa, our money man, will know exactly what to do. Will you take this letter and offer him any help he might require? You'll find him at the South Commissioner's office. That's all for now. But don't think I won't ask you for more favors if you come back. Feel free to drop by the military academy first, though. You won't want to miss what's going on there.
Princess Sato would like this place.
So we meet again. Well, what is it? You got me figured out. Well, what is it? See you around.
If you have business, then let's hear it. I'm well pleased. Is that so? Very well. Go if you must. Ah. If you have business, then let's hear it. Very well. Let us go. So, what do you wish to tell me? Those words. Do you speak them in full awareness of their implications? To be with me is to take on even more burdens than you already bear. Knowing this, do you still wish it? If this is a dream, then may I never wake up. Nothing would make me happier than to spend my life with you. I've been waiting for you. Is that so? I trust you. Thank you for coming. Oh, what a surprise. Very well. Let us take a stroll. Do I sense you have something to tell me? What? Oh, excuse me. I am rather at a loss for words. For though I have heard those words from many others, to hear them from your lips, from someone so special to me, is truly wonderful. I love you too. And I promise to tend you with care forevermore.
I snuck myself out to come. I've been waiting for you. Is that so?
So we meet again. See you around.
What is it? You know how to please. Understood.
I shall look forward to your tales.
Ah, I was wondering when you'd next drop by. I'm glad to see you. Really? That would be great. Oh, it looks like you have quite the collection. Good work. What would you like me to work on? I have a hunch you will be back again. Am I right?
Over here.
What is it? Understood. Be seeing you.
Hey! I'm listening. I can't believe it. Really? Well, I'm happy to listen whenever you want to talk. Take care out there. What do you want? You know your stuff. Really? Alright, fine by me. Till the next time. What do you want? Really? Alright, fine by me.
I've heard nasty talk about you. What about? Oh, all right.
Oh. Has something happened? agreeable. Is that so?
I'll be off now.
Has something happened? Is that so?
If you'll excuse me.
Good day to you. Why, you're looking at him. Is that so? Let me take a look. I see. I've always said exhibitions are a great way to drum up military support, in addition to serving as an opportunity to sell Japanese products to the West. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Eiichi Shibusawa. I am in charge of the government treasury. I have some ideas for items that might garner attention abroad. Perhaps you could assist me? For instance, in procuring ukiyo-e paintings, lacquerware, or even Satsuma pottery. Now, if only we had the contact who could help us. This is knowledge I picked up in my youth. I used to travel here and there on business, you see. Oh, do you have a lead, perchance? You mean to say you're acquainted with her? Excellent. This should be smooth sailing. Can I ask you to take care of the Satsuma pottery, in that case? I'll send word to the Satsuma myself later. When you have made some progress, do let me know. Meanwhile, I shall endeavor to gather the other goods.
How do you do?
Come, come. Be at ease. I've been waiting for you. Is that so? I will see you again soon.
Who are you?
Is that right? In that case, you may pass.
Let Okubo know what your business is. He's by the no stage inside the house. Just make sure you're on your best behavior. So, are you ready? Good. In you go.
Why go to the trouble of dismantling it?
We must keep the peace within the clan. I fear that we have little choice.
You... Why are you here?
Apparently, this no stage is going to be dismantled. Many in the Satsuma clan are far more interested in firearms than they are in the arts, you see. That's fine. But first things first. I'm under strict orders to inform a certain someone should you ever appear. I'm just going to get someone. In the meantime, perhaps you could show us your fighting prowess? We are almost eager to see more.
That is a lot to ask of a guest.
Come. Surely you are as intrigued as anyone. Show them what the Satsuma clan are capable of.
Then allow us to test your mettle. Here I come. In earnest now. Good. But a warrior of the Satsuma is not so easily beaten. What is this strength? Incredible. I thank you for sparring with me.
Both of you were most impressive. I owe you for your part in my encounter with the Blue Demon. I thank you. But might I ask from whence you hail? I see. Do you mean to say that you are a Ronin?
Forgive my boldness, but anyone capable of defeating the Blue Demon should definitely be in the employ of the Satsuma.
Kuroda is very keen for you to join the Satsuma clan. I share his hopes. What do you say? Is that so? That's a shame, but so be it. At the very least, you can aid us with this pottery. I received a letter explaining everything, you see? I shall arrange to have it sent to Shibusawa, or whomever it was.
Come for pleasure next time, not business. We'll have a drink or two. Okubo included, of course.
Count on it.
Over here! Ah, you came. Thanks to your efforts, I've received a fine piece of Satsuma pottery. It should fetch a high price overseas. At any rate, I was hoping to exhibit an ukiyo-e print and its woodblock at the upcoming international exhibition. As it happens, I found a collector who owns a masterpiece of the genre. After some negotiating, he agreed to lend it to me, if I did a certain job for him. Can I count on your help? The collector is a very wealthy man, so I'm sure we'll be duly rewarded. Oh, most certainly. A single ukiyo-e print brings together a host of refined techniques masterfully honed by artists, carvers, and printers. Which is why I want to pair it with its woodblock to show our printmaking process. I'm sure it will be a big hit. That's the spirit. Besides, the collector is presently right here in Edo. Let me take you to him. Shall we be on our way? Ukiyo-e can be cheaply manufactured. You just need the original woodblock. That's why it's popular among the masses. The piece we're borrowing is by a famous artist named Hokusai Katsushika. The owner is a great admirer of his works. We've arrived.
I wondered who it might be, but I wasn't expecting you. So, you're not entirely an enemy of the state, I see. Before you ask, I haven't seen your samurai friend. I don't know anything more, so let's not waste our time. Oh. By the look on your face, I dare say it wasn't the most heartwarming of reunions.
Oh, you know each other? Excellent. Then let us get straight to business. We will take on that job you mentioned if you'll kindly lend me the woodblock.
Ah, yes. It is my hope that it makes waves at the International Exposition. Unfortunately, there's talk that someone is trying to steal it. I will not stand idly by and wait for these ruthless scoundrels to take my property. And that's where you come in.
To root out some thieves? I agree. We mustn't leave such men to their own devices. In fact, I'd be more than happy to oblige.
By all means. I'd never work for free and likewise expect the same of you.
In any case, the first thing we need to do is lure the rats into the open, then nab them. Naturally, we mustn't let any harm come to the Consul General. Therefore, as soon as the thieves show up, we should whisk Mr. Harris to safety. Well then, let us get ourselves ready. That's a hokusai for you. Even the woodblock is magnificent. I can already imagine exhibition goers marveling at the exhibit.
With this, my acclaim shall flourish. You've done exceptionally. Please, leave the rest to me.
This way.
Oh, they're here! The thieves!
quickly! To the console!
What the? Damn it! It's a trap!
Sorry, boss. You'll have to finish it.
It sounds like they have accomplices. We need to get to the console at once.
I couldn't stop them. They've taken the woodblock.
I'll tend to the console. You go after the thieves.
Master, I'm not giving this up.
All right, you lot! Stand out and deal with them!
Come, let's take it.
Just one reason woodblock. Surely that's more than fair.
When you say things like that, you're even less inclined to give it up.
I had to come see for myself. Splendid work, the both of you.
All right, you're coming with me to the commissioner's office. But first, tell me one thing. Why were you so anxious to get your hands on these woodblock?
Hokusai's bold compositions are said to capture the true essence of the ukiyo-e art form. Surely, there are collectors who'd pay anything to own one.
I can see that you are not some simple outlaw. Tell me, have you ever worked as a merchant before?
I have. It was my former occupation, but I've since fallen on hard times, as you no doubt can see. Now, I have neither status nor money. Therefore, it was my intention to steal the print and gain a second lease on life.
A crime is a crime, no matter its motivation. One works to get money to buy what they need. Surely, that is the way of things in both our nations.
Now that Japan has opened its doors to the world, we can expect there to be many changes in the way we do business here. International trade will serve as an opportunity to greatly enrich our nation. But to make the best of it, we'll need the support of merchants like yourself. As a vassal of the shogunate, I vow to remake Japanese commerce for a new age. And I hope you'll contribute too. By honest means, of course.
I'll consider it. But you better not be paying me mere lip service.
That's the end of that business, I suppose. Here, a bit more than I promised. May it help you find your samurai friend.